just running.
Oh, we're live.
Hi, we're live.
We're live. Hi, everyone. Wow. Why am I so nervous?
This is so exciting. This is our first live.
I know. This is crazy.
So we wanted to do a live because we reached 10K subs. And to start off, we just want to say thank you so much to all of you. The thought of having 10,000 people wanting to watch our videos is incredible. So
Wow.
This live is just for you. We want you to ask us lots of questions. Maybe we can tell you a little bit about ourselves, how we met, why we started a YouTube channel. So if you have any questions, please just pop them in the live chat. And this is our way of getting in contact with you.
Yeah, absolutely right. And first of all, we have to say a huge thank you to Mr. Mitch for being our moderator today. We really, really appreciate it. It was super last minute that we decided to do this live chat, but this is so exciting. And hello to everybody in the chat. Everybody is here. I'm so happy. Late Bloomer is here. Thank you so much for staying up or waking up at 4 a.m. just to be in the chat with us. That really means a lot, and we can't even believe that we've reached 10K. It just doesn't feel real, I think.
This is awesome. Thank you to all of you. I'm looking at the chat now.
Yeah.
David Ritchie, all the way from South Africa. It's so nice to, you can see me, but I cannot see you. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that. Two passports. We love you guys.
Hey,
Thank you for being here.
Everybody's here. Kobus, I think. Gotta love Thailand. Layla's here. Oh my gosh. Everyone's here. My dad's here.
Everybody's here.
Everybody's here.
So nice to see you. So we thought to start off this live stream, we will maybe say a little bit about us so you can get to know us a little bit more and kind of how we met and why we started this YouTube channel.
Yeah, right.
So we are both from South Africa, and we met at university. We went to the same university. I was studying finance and Shev was studying psychology. So we went out, and that's how we met, and we became really good friends instantly. And
only friends.
We became best friends. And long story short is now we're together for almost 4 years. Almost 4 years.
Right.
Which is amazing.
Wow.
And why we came to Thailand?
Yeah. Wow. That's a long story, but we didn't come to Thailand to be YouTubers. We just came to be travelers. We really, really love Thailand, and we came for a holiday in 2019. Just for a week, we went to Phuket, and we just loved Thailand. We loved everything about it, the lifestyle, the people, and we came back home and we're like, let's move to Thailand. And we're like, why not? And yeah, we came here and we wanted to travel, and of course, things happen, and we've pretty much been here for 2 years. And then one day, Devan just created a YouTube channel, and I was like, he came up to me and he was like, I've created this YouTube channel. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't give it a second thought. I didn't realize we would start to create videos, and we made a few, and they were absolutely terrible. So all of you who've subscribed to us from the very beginning, I'm so sorry. Wow. They were terrible videos.
So bad.
I'm really sorry, but thank you for sticking with us throughout this time. And yeah, we just kind of made more and more videos, and we definitely learned a lot along the way. Every single time that we made a video, we learned how to be less robotic and more ourselves. And that's also why we're wanting to do this live, because maybe you get to see us casually talking to you. We kind of wanted to have a coffee or have a drink with you, so you can kind of see what we're like, not when we're making a video. So yeah.
Yeah, this is just a good opportunity, and we kind of just fell in love. Just to continue Shev's story, we fell in love with making videos, and we've just really enjoyed this journey. So thank you again to all of you for just following along with us on our crazy adventures. And our goal is just to keep making as many videos as we can, keep improving, and keep making good content. So thank you to all of you. I'm looking in the chat now.
We've got so many questions. I'm sorry, we haven't looked, but I'm looking.
Two Passports has got a good question. What are we drinking?
This is a good question, Two Passports. I hope you have a drink as well, because we wanted to have a little cheers to everybody. Cheers. Thank you for getting us to 10K.
Thank you.
Yes, we're drinking pink drinks, so don't judge us.
Don't hate. Pink drinks.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone.
needed.
Ian says his beer is cold. There we go.
Good.
Late Bloomer's got some coffee.
Good.
Yes.
At 4 a.m.
Yes.
That's what we need.
When you get to Chiang Mai, we're definitely going to have a coffee with you. So we've still got that on the cards.
Right. I see Layla said your favorite place is Chiang Mai. For us as well, Chiang Mai is our favorite city in the whole of Thailand. But in the next coming videos, we maybe will be doing some traveling. Maybe
we're not telling you yet.
We're not telling you yet. You will have to watch. We have another video coming out tomorrow. So you will have to make sure you're subscribed so you can see when the new videos come out.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope everybody subscribes.
Esquire is here.
Esquire's
nice
here.
to see you.
Hi. I hope he's got a drink as well.
You
I hope
better.
everybody's got a drink, whether it's water or coffee or whatever it is. We're so happy to have all of you guys here with us. Wow, it just means a lot. You can tell we're so new to this live thing because I'm just like, I don't know what to
do. we actually had a few people send us some questions before. So
yeah, and there's so many in the chat.
So many are coming through, but maybe as we go, we will answer
Will
some
and Jose
questions.
are here.
Will and Jose.
Hi.
So happy
I hope
you're
everyone
here.
subscribed to Will and Jose because they're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So get them to 1,000. Everybody subscribe.
please go and see Will and Jose. Maybe we can get someone in the chat to put Will and Jose's link.
Yeah.
So somebody who knows their channel, please put their link in the chat. We really want them to get to 1K.
Clinton Alexander says, hey guys, I remember sitting at home in Joburg not even a month ago watching your channel, and now I'm sitting in a condo in Chiang Mai. Oh my God.
No ways.
That's amazing.
That's like us. That's where we're from. So
yeah, we're from Johannesburg.
That's so cool. Thank you for watching. So good to have a fellow South African watch us.
So nice to see also you're watching, and maybe it's convinced you or to come to Thailand or to come to Chiang Mai. And a lot of people have asked us like, where's good coffee places and stuff in Chiang Mai. Wow, there's so many. There's such a huge coffee culture in Chiang Mai, and we weren't really big coffee drinkers before. Walkabout Wayne is here.
Yes.
Hi.
And I just wanted to say thank you, Mr. Mitch, for putting Will and Jose's link.
Yes.
Please go and subscribe, everyone. They are so close to 1K, and we really want to get there. Walkabout
subscribe.
Wayne, we watch your videos all the time.
We love Walkabout Wayne.
Thank you so
cool.
much. You gave us a lot of information about Chiang Mai before we came here.
That's a good point. When we first came to Chiang Mai in October last year, we were watching Walkabout Wayne's videos. So that's really
awesome.
cool.
Together somewhere, all the way from Bangkok. Nice to see you. Tristan, nice to see you. Thank you, my cousin.
Wow. Oh my
so many people. Thank you. Just keep the questions rolling in. We will try and answer all of them.
Where do you get a chai latte in Chiang Mai? Where's a good chai latte?
That's a good question.
Gosh, I don't know. There's so many good coffee places. Like in Niman, that's where I would recommend, highly recommend Niman. Like Ristretto, all of those, Living a Dream. That's like our go-to coffee place because it's in the Chiang Mai University. So you can see lots of dogs, you can walk, do some exercise, things like that.
Right.
And yeah, really nice. Currently in Chiang Mai and loving it. Any advice what to do for Christmas?
Well, last year we had a Christmas market in Chiang Mai. I'm not sure if that's going to happen again. So hopefully it was really close to Maya Mall. We recommend going to that. And yeah, there's just a lot of festivities and excitement around this time in Chiang Mai.
Yeah, especially like Maya Mall and around there. Really, really nice Christmas markets. I'm not too sure what will happen around this time of year, but the Christmas feel in Bangkok is crazy. I was obsessing over the Christmas trees. They are so cute. And he's like standing in the background and I'm just like taking photos of all the Christmas trees. They're so cute. I think that's just a girly thing to say.
Yes.
But
we also got a question earlier today about which are our favorite YouTubers in Thailand.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Which is an easy one. We're so excited that we're part of that community, and the community of YouTubers here in Thailand is so close. Everyone really helps each other out. Even now in our live chat, people are contacting us.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Oh, there's a lot. I think 2 passports, 1 dream.
That's not biased at all.
That is not biased, but we have to give a huge shout out.
Also, they're fantastic YouTubers. That's why. I mean, we were watching them in the beginning of our YouTube journey. We weren't really making any videos, but we saw their channel and they're just amazing. And also they're amazing friends as well. They're even better in person. And
Will and Jose.
We just love them.
Go
because
check them out.
They're so amazing and they're real and they just make incredible content. So you have to go and watch them. Flora Note. We just love Flora Note because
great videos.
They're just a great couple. They've got their own style of videos and it's just really nice to watch.
Good storytellers.
Good
really
storyline.
Good storytellers.
Yeah, very good.
There are so many.
Oh my God, Walkabout Wayne is here, Esquire. There's so many in the chat. So you got to go and check them out as well. Okay. Hello guys. What do you think about Malaysia? Is it a possible next stop? Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We would love to visit KL. I think that's an incredible city. And even maybe go to Langkawi, which is an island really close to Thailand, which is beautiful. We love going to the beach and the islands. So maybe in the future we will be heading there. Thank you for a good recommendation.
Pretty much once we leave Thailand, we really want to still keep discovering the rest of Southeast Asia. So we want to go to Vietnam, Cambodia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Laos, pretty much all around there. And we want to kind of create some content there too. But it's difficult because we really love Thailand. So it's extremely difficult to leave the perfect place and start to go somewhere else. And I think we're a little bit comfortable in Thailand. We know everything. We love the people. We love the places. And there's so much to discover. We feel like, why would we leave if there's so much to do? But that's the point of our channel. We want to still keep growing and we want to still keep traveling. So we really want to do that. And I see Clinton's asked a very good question.
Yes. What tips do you have for aspiring YouTubers? You've made your first 2 videos, they're not edited and they are rough. Maybe the first advice is edit them, get them finished. I think we always say this to people if they ask us this question, and we are not professionals at all with YouTube. We are still learning, but the best advice we would give is to just start. We started, we made 1 video. It was really bad.
Yeah.
We made another bad one and we just kept on going. And now we're at 10K and that's incredible. And
we can't believe that.
We're just going to keep improving. So post the first video, even if you're not sure it's not going to be the best one. It's not meant to be. Post it, learn from it, make it longer or shorter, change some things and just keep going. I saw there was another question.
But sorry, just to go back to that question of starting. I think it's extremely hard to just start. You're like, what do you mean just start? What do I do? Or what content do I make? And the thing that we learned the most throughout our journey is to be more ourselves.
Right.
And if you try and be really professional, like you're on TV, it doesn't really work because people don't really get to see who you are. So continue to be yourselves. Always post content that you like, that you want to make. Because if you're making content that you think other people will like, it won't work because you're not being yourself and you're not doing things that you enjoy. It's going to become like a full-time job. And that's the reason why we're doing YouTube, is because we don't have desk and office jobs. We want to do stuff that we love. And YouTube is our passion. So keep doing things that you like and keep doing things that you enjoy and be yourself.
Good answer. I saw someone ask if we can speak Afrikaans. Toby Price from Scotland, but you work in Angola, lots of South African people there.
Wow.
Yes, we can both speak Afrikaans.
Not
very well, but for those of you that don't know, Afrikaans is a language only spoken in South Africa. It's a dialect of Dutch, and we have to learn it at school in South Africa. So yes, Toby, we can speak Afrikaans, but not a lot.
Yeah, not well. I think because we just did it in high school and in elementary school. And then after elementary school and high school, we just never used it again. But we do use it a little bit in Thailand, just like to each other sometimes if we don't want to speak English, if we're in a crowded place or something like that. What tips for editing and workflow in Chiang Mai? I'll be editing over there as well, not sure how to structure my day. Okay, there's a lot of nice co-working spaces in Chiang Mai. And the best part is you can go to any cafe and they've got extremely fast, reliable Wi-Fi, 5G, and all you need to do is buy a coffee and you can sit there pretty much the whole day. And yeah, I mean, this is an editing question. I shouldn't be answering.
Oh, it's a good question. I think what I do, my editing workflow, because I edit our videos, is I after we've created the video, I kind of put it all into the software and just start from beginning to end, going through everything. I think every person has a different workflow with their editing, different way of strategizing. I will kind of go through everything and shortcut just to make the video a little bit shorter. And that's when I start adding music and color grading and those kind of things. And I see someone said, KK said, you would like to see us eat the horse pea egg again. For those of you that haven't seen, we did a Thai cooking class.
With 2 passports.
With 2 passports, 1 dream. And we ate a horse pea infested egg, which was...
Infested. It was just, I don't know if that was actually very true.
We don't know.
Because
it's a black egg.
Yeah.
So
and it was in the horse pea for 100 days. So I don't know.
So go and check that video out. It's interesting.
Yeah. That was so long ago. I mean, first of all, for those of you who don't know, we've been in Thailand for 2 years, and we were in Hatyai in Songkhla for 6 months, and then we moved to Krabi for 2 months, and then Chiang Mai for 2 months, and then Koh Samui for 2 months. I'm sure you can see there's a bit of a pattern here, but we were kind of wanting to see as much as we can because we didn't know how long we were able to stay here in Thailand. And then this year, after Koh Samui, we stayed in Chiang Mai for 9 months. And we that's why maybe everyone's asking us about Chiang Mai, because we know so much. We've lived here for 9 months, and it's just the best place. Like, it has everything. It has malls, it has good expat community, work, what do you call those places? Co-working spaces. Wow. Good co-working spaces.
Yeah, we love Chiang Mai, but we love every part of Thailand.
Yeah.
It's a good place. Thank you so much to all of you. Aiden is watching in the gym. Thank you for watching.
Watching in the gym. Commitment.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if commitment to the gym or commitment to us.
Commitment to Shev and Dev.
Either way.
I like it.
Meet the Nomads. So thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Gotta love Thailand. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Some of you guys sent us some questions on Instagram as well. And the questions were, what do you miss the most about South Africa?
Good question. Our parents and the food.
Yeah, we miss a lot of things. The food especially, I think just maybe quantity of food and just South African snacks like biltong and rooibos tea. We miss rooibos tea so much. I think that's the biggest one, right?
And a braai, probably. In South Africa, we have a barbecue, which we call a braai, which is just a whole lot of meat on the grill. And we really miss that. You kind of sit with your family and friends. So we do miss that. My mom and my gran are here. Thank you so much for watching. I know you have somewhere to get to later, so thank you for taking some time out.
David Ritchie's watching in traffic.
Good commitment. Please watch where you're going.
We have greetings from Holland.
Wow.
Look
so
at that.
You would be able to speak some Dutch.
Hi from Thailand as well. I've been to Chiang Mai many times. Always feel like I'm coming home when I get there. Exactly right. That's exactly how we feel every time we come back to Chiang Mai. And we keep coming back to Chiang Mai. So I feel like it's a sign that we should be here. But it honestly feels like home away from home. And we've just felt so comfortable here. In the beginning, Devan said, we should go to Chiang Mai. And I was like, Chiang Mai, why? Like, there's nothing to do there. It's just mountains. And then when we got here, I was like, well.
We love Chiang Mai.
He's right.
and on that note, Ian Wood just asked us, what's the weather or climate like in Chiang Mai compared to Samui? It is a lot cooler in Chiang Mai. I think it's another reason why we like spending a lot of time here. In Samui, it's in the south. It's really hot and humid. Mm-hmm. And in Chiang Mai, especially now, it's actually a little bit cool because we're a lot further north. So we recommend coming to Chiang Mai for that reason as well.
Yeah, but I think it is kind of best to avoid Chiang Mai like between February and April, because they do have smoky season. And it was quite rough for us. I mean, we've never experienced that before, but the smoke was really quite bad. I don't know. I've never seen it in previous years, but that's kind of why we won't be here this time for smoky season. So if you can avoid it at that time, but Samoa is really nice. The weather is good there, and especially now in December after the monsoon. I'm not too sure if the monsoon is over yet, but really good weather around this time. Anyway, in Thailand. Late Bloomer says, when you go to other Asian countries, you can come back for a time to Chiang Mai between them. Yeah, that's exactly what we plan to do. Like go to Vietnam and then come back to Chiang Mai. And then we actually feel like Chiang Mai would be like our workcation. So if we go somewhere else and make a lot of videos and then come back, edit them all in Chiang Mai and live in Chiang Mai, and then go
like
somewhere
a base.
else. Yeah, like
Something
a base.
like that.
A question. How long have you been in Thailand? Okay, we've been here for 2 years. Oh, we wanted to know if anybody else is planning to come to Thailand next year. So if you're planning to come to Thailand, let us know in the comments. Give us like a little yes or something like that.
And if you have any questions before you come here, please let us know.
So
somebody asked us what our favorite Thai food is. Of course, this is the general question. We love Thai food. I think that's going to be the hardest thing if we ever travel to another country, is we will really miss Thai food. We don't actually eat a lot of variety because we kind of have our favorites. And sometimes I'm really boring. I will kind of just have like a fried rice.
You will eat the same thing every day.
Kind of like my go-to. Just a chicken fried rice is good. What else what is your favorite?
Yeah, I like a good fried rice. I like pad kra pao, which is like stir-fried basil and pork, and seafood. I like a good tom yum as well. Tom yum soup.
Massaman curry we eat a lot. Green curry we eat a lot.
The curries are nice, except the yellow curry is really spicy. So, and we like pad thai, of course.
Yes, we eat a lot of pad thai.
We eat a lot of pad thai. And somtam.
Somtam?
Yeah, somtam with corn. That's really, really nice. I really enjoy that. And of course, khao soi.
Khao soi is our favorite. Number one favorite. If you don't know, khao soi is a northern dish in Thailand. And because we live in Chiang Mai or have been spending some time in Chiang Mai, we've eaten a lot.
We just can't help ourselves. Even when we went to Bangkok, we were eating khao soi with the roaming cook. And he was like, do you like khao soi? And we're like, yes, we love khao soi. So
David asked a good question. How would you budget for travel? We think about this a lot. It depends on what kind of traveling you want to do. So for us, when we travel to a new place, like you've seen in our videos, we have different subjects or different places that we go to, like Lampang or Koh Samui. When we go to a place, we don't want to spend a lot of time in the hotel. So generally, we will go to a really affordable hotel because we want to spend our money going out, trying local food. So,
or we try for long-term stay. So we book on Airbnb for like a month, and you get really good discounts on Airbnb if you stay for long-term, which is what we've been doing pretty much in Chiang Mai. Just book on Airbnb. And it depends, like Devin said, if you want to do lots of excursions or tours, if you want to go touring, like if you go to the islands and if you want to go on the tours, you should budget for that. But also if you want to eat street food, or if you want to eat at the hotel, or if you want to eat at fancy restaurants, it totally depends. You could be on two different sides. So kind of decide what you would like to do. Like if you want to stay in Chiang Mai, if you want to go hiking, if you want to go up the mountain, visit the temples, it's not too expensive. And right now, as you know, the hotels have really, really good deals. And if you message them privately, they could give you an even better deal as well, which is what we do. If we go somewhere, we will message them. And also check Facebook, because when we search for a hotel on Facebook, they normally have a Facebook deal. So if you see it on Agoda, and if you want to price check, or if you see it on booking.com and you want to price check on Facebook, probably they have a cheaper price there too. So what else in terms of budget?
It just depends on what you're wanting to do. And for us, we just like to go adventuring and seeing tourist sites. I see Detui asked us what nationality we are. We are both South African. And a huge shout out to the List Planet eating some khao pad gai right now.
Oh.
You see, sometimes just a chicken fried rice is always a go-to. So thank you. And Layla loves khao soi. It is our favorite.
Somebody says go to Jordan. The stars are amazing. We would love to go to Jordan. I think I don't know, like so many places are on the list for us. It's crazy to feel like this journey especially on YouTube has just started. We haven't been to many countries on YouTube. Like we've been to other places before when we were younger or places for holiday. But now that we have a YouTube channel, it really encourages us to go out and go to places so we can make videos there. Like we want to go to Vietnam or we want to go to Jordan. I would love to do that.
I would love to visit there. And to continue with what Shev said, because we have started a YouTube channel, it's really forced us to get out of our comfort zone. And that's what we're so grateful about this channel. Because maybe if you've seen in our previous video, when we ate some street food in Chinatown, is I ate some of the worms. And because of the YouTube channel, I did that. And it gets us to go to different places because we're always thinking what would be really cool to do in a video. So YouTube has got us out of our comfort zone. So we're grateful for that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that we wouldn't have done if it weren't for the YouTube channel. And somebody actually asked us on Instagram, like, what is the best parts and worst parts about YouTube? And one of the best parts of YouTube is the fact that we will do things. We would have never done things if it weren't for the channel. Like if we didn't have YouTube, we would have never gone to all of these places and done all of these things. Devin would have never eaten the worms, like he said. And it's just so cool that because of the channel, we also get to have all of you guys. We get to chat to you and have a community. And that is one of the coolest things, is creating this community that we never, ever would have had if we didn't have a channel. All the amazing people that we've met in Thailand, all the amazing YouTubers, we would have never met them if we didn't have a channel. So if this is your chance, if you want to start a channel, that's one of the best reasons. And what are the worst parts of YouTube?
The worst, I don't think there are any worst parts. I think sometimes it can be a lot of work to make YouTube videos, to come up with ideas. And sometimes you're videoing and it's midday and it's really hard, but that's not really a difficult part. We enjoy the whole process, the editing, the coming up with ideas, going out and videoing. We were doing that before we even started a YouTube channel. So we do love every part of it.
And like, I think one of the worst parts, it's not too bad, but sometimes we get a few like bad comments. I wouldn't say bad, but they're just a bit mean. And Devin's very good at handling that. But maybe in the beginning, I felt like really, it used to affect me a lot. But now we've learned to have a really like strong skin, a thick skin, and kind of just laugh it off. And most of the time, those comments aren't really about us. They're not attacking us personally. It's just about maybe the thing that we've done, like don't go there or whatever. So that was one of the, especially in the beginning, we were getting stuff, or because we're open and sharing our experiences, it kind of gives people an indication to tell you how they feel, which is not a bad thing. We really, really appreciate your honest advice, but maybe sometimes can be a little bit mean. And also in the beginning, we were trying to make these like perfect videos, and that wasn't a good idea because we were making these like cinematic masterpieces and nobody was watching them. So we felt really discouraged, and that was really hard to learn a lesson, to not kind of work to the bone, work for many, many hours, stay up till 3 a.m. making a video, and kind of not get the feedback that you were expecting. Also to maybe lower your expectations. I guess that was one of the worst parts, I guess.
Yeah, I would say so. I saw there's a comment, someone saying that they're learning a lot of English from our channel. That is so sweet. To be honest, we get a lot of Thai viewers. About 60% of our viewers are from Thailand. And we always get really good, sweet comments from the Thai people.
It's amazing.
And we have started putting subtitles in all our videos. So if you are Thai, you can still watch. We want you to be in contact with us. And thank you for always sending us a comment in Thai.
Always amazing comments. We love it. We
and
read all of them, and we try
Everyone.
our best to respond to everyone, even the baddies. But we still respond to you.
We got a question for me if I produced any videos before. No, I maybe made 1 or 2 videos if we just went on holiday somewhere. But besides that, everything I've learned is through this YouTube channel. I think maybe when you watch the first videos, you will see I have no idea what I'm doing.
No, that's not true. He's really good.
We're still learning along the way.
And somebody actually asked us on Instagram if Devan took a like film course, or if he studied film in university. And actually, no, he's all self-taught.
Yeah, I'm all self-taught. I'm still learning. I think that's what's exciting about YouTube, editing, making videos, is there's just endless possibilities to learn. And I love that. Every single time I make a video, I get to make mistakes and learn. I guess that's a tip for someone starting a YouTube channel. Make a video so you can learn from it and make mistakes. Every video we make, we review it and we kind of go, what did we do wrong there? And that's how we can improve.
It's always good to make mistakes. In fact, we would encourage you to make mistakes, because if we didn't make mistakes, we would never learn from that and go, we shouldn't do that. Or, that didn't really work. Let's try something else.
We got a message. Love to see your collaboration with Gary, the Roman cook. We forgot to mention one of our most favorite.
How did we forget? I'm
YouTubers.
So sorry. Gary, he's amazing.
He's kind of just like our best friend. We forget that he's a YouTuber because we just absolutely love him. The Roman cook, we did a video with him. Our latest video was with him. Please go to his channel and check him out.
He's lovely.
He is incredible, really knowledgeable about food. So if you're interested about food in Thailand, please go and check him out.
He's got so much knowledge, and he's so nice in person. If you just meet him in person, you just want to like hear him talk all day, because he's just so nice. And we would hang out with him every day if we could.
We're getting a lot of comments saying how nice it is that we don't get affected by the negative comments. And
we learned.
we learned it kind of teaches you to be strong. And we learned that YouTube is a platform for everyone. And if you want to put yourself out there, of course, you will get positive and negative comments back. But that's always a good thing. We're just happy to make videos how we want to make them, and if people like them, great, and if they don't, that's also okay. We watch videos all the time, and some we love, some we don't love. That's what's so nice about YouTube, is there's different videos and different styles for everyone. So maybe someone might not like our videos the way we do them, but that's so good because they can watch someone else. So we like that everybody has a different opinion.
Also, with regard to the negative, there's 99.9% positive. Like we are overwhelmed with how many nice people there are in the world, and how many nice people we get to meet in the world because of that. So 99.9% is amazing. People are so kind. There are so many good people in the world. And there's just that 1% that we kind of choose to not acknowledge.
That's the thing, because there's so much good and so many good people in the world. If you choose to kind of get affected by those negative people, you're choosing that. You're ruining your own day. We have so many incredible people that watch our videos, that give us long comments and recommendations of things to eat and places to go.
And they encourage us.
They encourage us. So there's always good people.
Someone asked us, why did you choose to come to Thailand in the first place?
That's a good question. In 2019, we went to Phuket for a week on holiday, and we absolutely fell in love with Thailand. We had both been to Thailand before that, but when we were there, we just thought we could live here. There's such a nice vibe, environment. Thai people are so friendly, and we always had a dream to live abroad, and we wanted to live together and travel, and Thailand just seemed like the perfect place to start. And it was the best decision we ever made to come here.
Decision we've ever made to move to Thailand. And we were living in South Africa. We were both living with our parents because we couldn't afford to live together. We couldn't even afford a house or anything like that. And when we came to Thailand, we were kind of on like high, like we can live together and we can travel. Our dream was to travel the world, but we didn't know how to take the first step. And then I think when we came to Phuket the first time, it gave us a little bit of like a push, Like, you can do this. Just actually go in, close your eyes, just do it. And that's exactly what we did. We came home, and the next month we told our parents, like, we're moving to Thailand. And they were like, yeah, right.
Really?
But on the other hand, they were so supportive of us going to travel. And I have to say, it's really refreshing that both of our parents were so supportive of our decision. Like, yeah, go out, go and travel. You're amazing. You can do this. When we first started our channel, we had 4 subscribers, and they were our parents.
And even now, I know that they're all watching our YouTube channel now. So they supported our crazy decision to go to Thailand, but also our crazy decision to make YouTube videos. They watch every single one.
Mhm.
So having that support system, I think for everyone, is always really important. Find people that you can surround yourself with that support you. And David asked a good question. What are some of the essential items or clothing to travel with if you're backpacking around? We're not backpacking. We do have a big bag each, but we obviously have a small amount of things that we're carrying with us. And what we realized is that you don't need a lot to travel. We kind of almost live a minimalist lifestyle.
We're trying to be even more minimalist because we've got 2 ginormous suitcases that we lug around everywhere. And Devan never lets me carry my own suitcase. So I feel super bad that he's carrying all these suitcases. I'm like, okay, how do we get rid of even more? But it's really hard to kind of pack your whole life into one suitcase. That's extremely difficult. But I think once you start to travel, you start to kind of let go of a lot of baggage, literally baggage. So it becomes easier to let go of stuff. You think you need this and that and this and that, and you actually maybe don't.
True. So
and no jackets.
Yeah, don't bring a jacket to Thailand. Peter asked a question, have you been to Koh Chang? Not yet, but it is definitely on our list. Koh Chang is a beautiful island. And there was another question.
There's coming in so
there
fast.
So many.
If we miss them, please just type them again.
Just ask them again. Oh, someone asked, I don't know who it was, which is good places to recommend to visit in Thailand. There are so many, honestly. Each place or each province has something completely unique and different in terms of food, geography than any other place. But we really love the south for the islands. Phuket is beautiful. Koh Samui, Krabi is incredible. We love in the north Chiang Mai, and if you're wanting something even more local feeling, Chiang Rai is beautiful.
Chiang Rai, wow.
We have a whole series on Chiang Rai.
Highly recommend Chiang Rai.
Beautiful. Bangkok as well. We love Bangkok.
You just can't get enough of Bangkok.
There's such a vibe and an energy. Endless.
We spent 2 weeks there and it was not enough. And we've been to Bangkok 3 times. Yeah. So every time we go to Bangkok, it's just like infectious. And there's a certain energy in Bangkok. It's really cool. Like, you have to go to Bangkok. It's awesome.
Jehan said, a big fan from Mumbai. Thank you so much. Someone from Liverpool.
Oh my God.
This is so cool that people, we're from South Africa, and people from all around the world are watching our videos and supporting. Thank you so much. I see there's 123 people right now.
Wow.
So please all hit the like button if you're enjoying this. That helps us
and
a lot.
And subscribe, please. Someone said, best dining experience in Thailand so far. Overall experience and ambience. I think our best was, it had to be Le Meridian in Chiang Rai. That was the best dining experience we ever had. It was incredible. Like, also in Thailand, the seafood is really, really nice. So if you go to, even if you don't stay at the hotel, you can go to their restaurants just to eat dinner. And also in Bangkok, they have like rooftop bars that serve dinner as well. Really, really nice places to stay and to eat. So you kind of have to choose. Like, sometimes we eat, well, not sometimes, but all the time. We eat street food all the time. But sometimes we will go and treat ourselves to like a nice dinner and some Korean barbecue. We enjoy that a lot. And Chinese hot pot. Even though it's not Thai, we like to go and treat ourselves, especially when we're seeing friends, to all go and like share an experience together is quite nice.
There are so many questions.
I'm sorry if we're not answering anyone.
Please just keep the questions coming. Right.
Um,
Wow.
I'm
Someone
looking.
said, is your husband a Mai Tai fighter? First of all, we're not
married.
We're not married, and no, I've never done Mai Tai before, but I would really like to. It's kind of an art form here in
It's
Thailand.
a compliment.
Yeah, thank you.
His
Thank you
body
so
is ripped.
I just didn't read that part, but yeah, I
I'll
would
read
love
it.
to try that.
You should. I
More
would love
elephants.
to try.
Yes, we are so excited. Many people have really been enjoying our elephant experience where the elephant came to our hotel room.
That was so cool.
That was incredible. Come to Chiang Mai to see the elephants.
I would have to reiterate that many people feel like these sanctuaries aren't what would you call ethical, but the one that we went to was absolutely amazing. So I would highly encourage people to go to that spot because they take such good care of the elephants and they're so cute. So yeah, highly recommend.
Someone said if we are English or Afrikaans, we are native English speakers. As we said earlier in the live stream, we can speak Afrikaans, but yes, we both speak English to each other and to our family.
Toby said, my wife is Thai and my kids are multicultural. How is it back in SA? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll have to ask our parents. But how is it back there? I don't know.
I think the situation is okay. Someone asked if we're from Durban, and I saw someone else say, where are we from in SA? We are from Johannesburg, which is kind of the biggest city in South Africa. Maybe you could call it like the Bangkok of South Africa for some reference, but very, very different layout to Bangkok. How can we read Thai, or how well do we know Thai? This is a question we also got asked on Instagram. If you haven't already, go and see our Instagram. Also, Shev and Dev on Instagram. We post some like daily things, and you can ask us lots of questions on there. We can speak a little bit of Thai, enough to get by if we want to go to the restaurant or order a coffee, or talk to the taxi driver and tell him directions, something like that. But we cannot read any Thai. We know what baht is in Thai.
Wow.
That's about it. So we know the price of something. We know some numbers. But every day we try and learn maybe one word or one phrase. And when we go out to the markets or outside, we always ask people what different things mean. So that's the best place to learn, best way to learn.
We try and learn like every day. If we listen, or if we ask a shopkeeper or something like, how do you say this and that, then that's kind of how we learn. We did try and learn like by book, like by Googling or TikTok. We actually learn most of our Thai on TikTok.
Yes. But Thai people are always so kind and so sweet. So if you come to Thailand and you don't know anything, please just ask anybody. Thai people are always open, and that's what we do. Whenever we don't know what something is called, we ask them.
Someone said on Instagram what our best experience was making YouTube channel and making YouTube videos, and what our worst experience was making YouTube videos.
Oh, good. I will say the worst one first, maybe worst first, was not really a bad experience, but we had a plan to go and make a video in Lampang.
Oh yeah, that wasn't too bad.
They are beautiful sky pagodas that you can go up the mountain, and it looks like the pagodas are floating in the clouds. And we drove for about 1.5 hours, I think, to go and make a video specifically.
Super early morning.
We got up, we went to go and make this video, and we did the intro. We showed our whole trip getting there. And unfortunately, when we got there, it was closed because of the current situation. And that was a bit of a downer because we drove so far and we were so excited to see. So maybe that's something that is the worst part. Sometimes your plans.
But I guess
that's maybe the worst.
If you generalize that, it's just when you're about to make a YouTube video and you've planned everything and it kind of doesn't work, you're kind of just like, well, what do I do now? Or you need to come up with a plan B. So if you've got a plan in mind, make sure it's not like the plan, because if something will always go wrong. We even forgot about our worst travel experience. That was the worst, I would say.
What was our worst?
When we had to come back to Chiang Mai.
Oh, yes. We have a video on that.
We're not going to talk too much about
that. That wasn't really our worst YouTube experience, but a travel that can happen.
Best YouTube experience?
Best YouTube experience.
I think all the nice people that we've met. Like,
definitely.
Literally, when we were in Bangkok, we were standing at the subway line waiting for our train, and someone, okay, I don't know if you know the platforms, but they have really big glass doors, so you can't just like stand and lean over where the
train track is.
where the train tracks are. So they have these big glass doors, and someone on the opposite side was yelling, and I was like on my phone because I was trying to see the train schedule, and someone was like, hey, Shev and Dev. I was like, what is that? Like, who's yelling at us? And someone on the other side of the track was like, hey, I watch your channel. And we were like, oh my gosh, like everybody around us was like staring at us because we were yelling at each other from across the platform. And I think that was one of the coolest experiences we've ever had because of YouTube. Like somebody was yelling at us to say like, hey, I watch your channel. That was really cool.
It is definitely the best part, having people even contact us or see us in the street or something and say like, I watch your video, is so incredible. So thank you always for that. We had a question, have you ever thought about learning Thai? Absolutely, we would love to learn Thai. I think our experience in Thailand would be completely different if we could speak Thai, just so we could spend more time talking with local people. We would learn a lot more about Thai culture. Maybe that limits us a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it gets us a little bit more of a local experience if we knew some Thai, or if we just knew basic Thai. That would kind of help us a little bit, like to talk to, because we do a lot of street food videos. So if we could talk to the vendors or talk to the shopkeepers, that would be really nice just to chat. And I kind of feel like maybe most of them or some of them don't speak English, but it would be nice to chat to them and ask them some questions and things like that.
Right. We got a question, where are you now? So we are still in Bangkok, but maybe in our next videos, we might be going somewhere else. So as we said
in our
before,
videos, we're still in Bangkok,
yes.
But right now we're not in Bangkok.
Right now we're not.
Yeah.
So
in our videos we're in Bangkok.
So you have to watch. There's a video coming out tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed for that one. Mm-hmm. And in the next few things, we do some really exciting things, and we're going somewhere really exciting in December. So
that's the main point of this Q&A, because we're actually, someone asked us like, what's your plan? Like, what's next? Or where are we off to next? And we are actually going somewhere in a few days to a new place. And someone said like, well, now that you've reached 10K, what's your plan? What's your goal? And that's the whole point of this Q&A, is to kind of say like, we spent a lot of time, or we worked really, really hard to get to 10K, but it's not it. That's not the end. You know, we're still gonna work super hard every day. We want to reach more and more and more milestones, and we want to keep creating content for you, because we love to make videos. That's the whole point of our channel. We absolutely love to make videos, to chat to all of you guys, and we've got a lot of things planned for the future, for next year especially. And it was so funny because this year, actually at the end of last year, we had created our channel and we were on 250 subscribers, and a whole year later we're on 10K, which I never thought was possible ever. And Devan said to me, we should reach 10K by April 2022.
That was our goal.
And I was like, yeah, right, like 10K, whatever. There's no way that's happening. So yeah, we're so grateful about reaching 10K. We can't believe it, but we still want to keep going.
Absolutely. But for now, we just want to keep traveling in Thailand. We love being here, and we want to go to as many places as we can. I can see a lot of you are recommending like Mae Kompong. We would love to go to Koh Chang. As we said, we've never been there before. Kanchanaburi, somewhere we would love to go to. Nan. There are so many places. So for now, our future where to next would be, we're still in Thailand and we want to see as many places. And we just want to do Shev and Dev style travel adventure videos.
Yeah. Someone said, any scary moments in Thailand? Heard the Pandi wasn't too good for crime. I don't know what that is, but we've been pretty safe. Also, we come from South Africa, so we're really safe here.
Thailand is really safe. We get that question often. Is Thailand a safe place to visit? Absolutely. We have never had any problems, and Thai people are always really kind and helpful, so we haven't had any problems since being here.
Vietnam is a great place to go. We would love to go there.
We would love to visit Vietnam.
Yeah, I think it's completely different to Thailand, but it's going to be really nice to experience something completely new because we've been to Thailand so many times and we've never been to Vietnam before. So that's going to be really cool.
So we'll maybe be on for another 10 minutes. So if you have any other burning questions, please just drop them in the comment section.
Yeah.
We're trying to answer as many of them as we can. Hi, sweetheart. Hello.
Hi.
You always comment on our videos. Thank you so much. And thank you, Mr. Mitch, for putting our Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Oh,
guys,
what a legend.
We do. What a legend. Thank you. Everybody say thank you to Mr. Mitch for being our moderator.
He's amazing. He's so good. He's been a moderator for many channels on YouTube in Thailand.
So go check out our Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. As well, another way that we can be in contact with you guys and answer your questions. Khao Sok National Park. Yes,
wow.
We really want to go.
We haven't been there.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, we've seen many pictures, but it looks insane. It looks like unbelievable. And I think when we head further down south, I'm not sure if we will go there, but we would really love to. Somebody said, do you think you will ever want to live in South Africa again?
It's a good question. For now, I think we're just enjoying traveling. At this stage in our life, we are very young. I'm 27 and Shev is 25. So we want to just travel and see as much of the world as possible. Our dream and our long-term goal is to travel until we find a place that we fall in love with.
Mm-hmm.
And then we want to stay in that place. So we don't say that very often, but that is our kind of lifetime goal. Just travel until we find a place that just speaks to us. This is where we need to be, which could be in Thailand.
It's so hard to say like we're going to travel until we find our perfect place, but what if we've already found that perfect place? That's so hard it's going to be really hard to say goodbye to Thailand, but I hope that we get to stay as long as possible. But if we go, I think it will be hard to leave.
Someone said a dessert mukbang next live. So just eat insane amounts of dessert.
My gosh.
That would be a really good video. Maybe some Thai desserts. I've watched some of those videos. People eat so much.
I can't do that. Are you going to do that?
I will have to eat for both of us.
Someone said, how did you get into YouTube?
As we said earlier on, we didn't have any plan to become YouTubers, but we kind of started our channel and one video ended up into 2 and then 3. And now here we are. We've just kept making them and you kind of get sucked into this YouTube world.
Also, we just love to make videos. That's exactly the main point. And since we are traveling anyway, we thought that we might document our experiences, share our thoughts with you. And it's been really nice. So if anybody wants to start a channel and you're hesitant, like, just go for it. Just start. You never ever know what will happen. We never thought this would happen to us. So yeah, I hope you can. You can do it.
Just start and just be yourself, as Shev said. And someone said Vietnam or Indonesia. Bali is definitely somewhere we would like to go to. And please come over to Japan. Thank you so much watching all the way from Japan. Please let us know which city you are from.
Well,
Japan, we really want to visit.
It's on the list.
Beautiful. Maybe we will go snow skiing because maybe in the north, maybe in Hokkaido, because we don't have any snow in Thailand or in South Africa. So we need some snow.
Nikki's here too. Hi, Nikki.
Thank you so much for being here, Nikki.
Thailand Paul's here. Meet the Nomads. The best thing about creating content is that you can look at things in detail. Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Good point.
What was your culture shock in Thailand? That's a good one because we've been to Thailand so many times. So we didn't really have a shock, pretty much. I don't know. Maybe fresh markets or a bit of a culture shock.
Thailand is just a completely different culture to South Africa. So I don't think there's one thing that maybe shocked us, but just as you go along, there are so many little things from the wires in the streets and the tuk-tuks and maybe how people treat each other so kindly, and the food is really different. So
it wasn't really a shock.
it's not a shock. Everything that we've experienced in Thailand so far has just been enjoyable. It's different, but we enjoy it.
I think we still want to have more like real experiences here in Thailand. I think we kind of do a lot of touristy stuff, but we still want to do more like real stuff. You know, we want to go really in there and get the local experience. And that's kind of also why we wish we could speak a little bit more Thai, so we could, you know, communicate with more people and kind of get that kind of that behind the scenes feeling.
Yeah, please let us know if that's something you would like to see.
Yeah.
Kind of go into more local areas in Thailand and go behind the scenes, not in just the touristy areas. We would really love to do almost like a small documentary series to show different parts of Thailand.
Yeah, let us know if you want to do that. Put it in the comments.
Someone asked, this is always a question we get asked because we are from South Africa. So some people say, do you like the Antwoord or the Antwoord? But it's actually the Antwoord. That's how you pronounce it, which is a South African band, which in our opinion is almost more popular outside of South Africa than in South Africa.
Yeah.
We don't normally listen to their music, to
not
be
at
honest.
all. Not at all. They're not really that famous. Well, they are, but not in South Africa. I think overseas, yeah, definitely. So we're not really the biggest fan of them, maybe because we don't understand much of Afrikaans.
Yeah. Someone said we should go to Isan.
Yeah.
We would really love to visit there.
A lot of people have been recommending going to the northeast of Thailand, and we really, really want to go there. And I think because we travel to the north so much, we have to go. And I think lots of people say that Isan food is really, really nice. So, of course, you know, we do lots of street food videos. So we want to go and try some northeast. And I heard it's spicy as well. So if anyone wants to see us do like some spicy street food tours, let us know, because we've been thinking about it, but we don't know yet. So.
Yes, Shev's spice tolerance is a lot higher than mine. So
yours is good.
We're learning. If you come to Thailand, I think your spice tolerance goes up quite a lot.
Yeah, well, we had to kind of learn because the spice is different in South Africa and in Thailand. So our tolerance has maybe boosted a lot with like chilies and curries and things. I don't know.
Somebody asked if we've seen the long neck tribe in Chiang Mai. For those of you that don't know, there is a tribe in the north of Thailand that has rings around their neck over a long period of time throughout their life to stretch their necks.
I don't think we support that kind of tourism because maybe they're a little bit exploited, and I wouldn't really encourage.
Yeah, we haven't gone there, and I don't think we will.
Yeah,
but that's a good point about Thailand, that there are just so many different tribes and different types of people here.
Yeah. Have you enjoyed the mountain ranges? Doi Ma Muang. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's a beautiful misty mountain that contains Thailand's highest waterfall.
Okay.
Wow. Thank you for your recommendation.
We would like to eat that.
Yeah.
We would like to see that. Sorry, I'm reading the next comment. Someone said
we don't want to eat the waterfall.
Somebody said eat somtam when you're in Isan. So I was already thinking of somtam.
We'd like to eat that.
We would love to eat the waterfall. Thank you for that recommendation. These are good questions, though. This is the best part as well, is many people have recommended good places for us to go eat and do things in Thailand.
Yeah, it's amazing because we wouldn't have done those things if we didn't like ask for a recommendation. So thank you all so much. I think we're going to wrap up. So if you have any last minute questions, feel free to ask us. And also, you can message us at any time. If you want to email us, if you want to message us on Instagram, you can do so. We're always here and we try to respond to as many of you as possible. So yeah, thank you all so much. I can't believe more than 100 people were watching us.
That's incredible.
Jab or chat about nothing. So.
And thank you for all your questions. I hope that we could answer all of them. If we missed any or you have any more, please just put them in the comment section as soon as this live is finished, and then we can answer them in the next couple days. This has been so incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to all of you. There's been so many of you. We haven't been able to shout out all of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us throughout our journey. I promise you it's not over yet. We're going to start doing as much as we can, as much as possible, because we love you guys and we love this channel. So thank you for being on this little journey with us. We hope to see you in many other milestones.
It's just been incredible. Thank you for everything. And we will see you in the next video, which comes out tomorrow.
Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that video, and hit the bell.
So thank you all. I think we will end it here. We really enjoyed our first ever live. Thank you to all of you for watching, and we will see you on the next adventure.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.